Hyperkin have just announced a brand new Sega console, and a handheld one at that, the Mega 95. A Nomad clone which I have some concerns about and reasons why I probably won't get it. Now, the Nomad was a very unique device from Sega, a handheld gaming system that could play Genesis games, and it's highly sought after these days. A very cool retro gaming item to have. However, Nomad Clones, modern versions of the Nomad console, are nothing new. We've had teasers of them in the past, and we even have products you can buy right now. With the classic 16-bit Pocket MD being something you can get on AliExpress for around about £60, which is essentially a modern Nomad. Now, they are a pretty cool idea, but they come with their issues and they are far from perfect. And to be honest, when we see what Hyperkin are offering, it looks a hell of a lot better than the current options. The shape and style of the console look really ergonomic and look like a classic Mega Drive controller. It looks like they're trying to go along the same lines that they did with the Superboy. But to top it all off, Hyperkin's Sega Nomad clone takes a page out of Nintendo's book and includes a dock as well, meaning that this is a lot like a Nintendo Switch crossed with a Nomad. The idea being that you can go from playing in handheld mode, dock it, and straight onto your TV. And that's a really cool idea. Now, you know me, you know the channel, we love handheld gaming consoles, but I have something that holds me back from diving into these kinds of handhelds, which is the reason why I never delved into the Superboy. They just don't carry the convenience factor of a normal handheld gaming system because the cartridges they use are not designed to be portable. Now, I think devices like this are fantastic and great for being able to play handheld gaming versions of home consoles on your couch, but you're not really going to carry around a pocket full of Mega Drive cartridges to take on the bus. And for me, that severely limits what is meant to be the soul and heart of a handheld gaming console, the ability to take it with you on the go and carry a handful of cartridges in your pocket. For me, I get far more benefit and far more usability out of these retro emulation handhelds these days than I would from a device like this. And I say that as well because we don't fully know if the Mega 95 is going to have the benefits of actual genuine hardware equivalents as opposed to emulation. Now, my good friend Mike, you know him as Retro Gamer Boy, part of the Retro Refresh crew, is an absolute Mega Drive and Genesis fanatic. And so it goes without saying he's got a lot of opinions on this. And if you want to check those out, you can check out his episode, which I will link up in a card. Now, Mike is fully on board with the Mega 95 and he's really looking forward to it coming out. But there are some issues and concerns which we've discussed and made for some great conversations in the community comments on his video. Number one being that the Mega 95 might actually never come out. Hyperkin have announced many peripherals and products in the past at CES, of which have never seen the light of day. So there is a chance that the Mega 95 might fall into that category. Now, I doubt it because it's getting a lot of coverage, a lot of interest, and we've seen the Superboy as well, but there is that potential. Furthermore, Hyperkin's quality can be a little bit hit or miss, so we'll have to wait and see if the Mega 95 actually lives up to the expectations and delivers on the promises of it being a high quality modern version of the Nomad, which brings in loads of lovely extras like we get with the Switch. But the number one issue for me is the aspect ratio of the screen. Now, I do understand with retro gaming handhelds, it's hard to pick whether you go for 16:9, 4:3, 1:1, because these emulators can play loads of different consoles, so you're never going to hit that sweet spot that covers all the emulators that are on the console. Very rarely are you going to get a console that can do that. But when we're talking about the Mega 95, there's only one console it's playing as far as we know. And we know the aspect ratio of that console is 4:3. So why Hyperkin would go with a 16:9? I mean, we have our assumptions, it's probably down to cost, but still, I feel like if you're making a console which is catering to a niche community, a community that loves the Mega Drive and the Genesis, and wants to be able to play those real carts on the go, it's a very specialized audience that, and I genuinely think that going with a 4:3 screen would have been a far better choice, and is a bit of a mistake from Hyperkin, because it takes you that one step away from the true nostalgia and the true idea that you are playing a true Mega Drive or Genesis handheld. I have a feeling it's not going to feel that different from playing a retro gaming handheld playing Mega Drive or Genesis games. However, there is one reason, one very good reason why I probably should get a Mega 95. And that is because I could do a 30-day gaming challenge with it. Anybody who knows the channel knows I love my 30-day gaming challenges. We've done the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and the RG Nano video is coming out very soon. But one thing that's held me back from doing similar challenges for home consoles is because I tend to focus on handheld gaming systems. But the Mega 95 could be a perfect mix between the two. A home console kind of challenge, but with the benefits of a handheld system. And it could be really really interesting to address the issues that I talked about, especially trying to carry around a handful of Mega Drive cartridges in your pocket while you're out of the house. But we'll have to wait and see if I decide that that's actually a good idea to do. In the meantime, if you do want to check out one of the previous 30-day challenges, which have proved very popular on the channel, check out this episode right here.